Hunger is an upcoming multiplayer extraction shooter developed by Good Fun Corporation, the studio behind Hell Let Loose. Set in a gritty, war-torn environment, the game emphasizes intense squad-based combat and strategic resource gathering. Players are deployed into large-scale battlefields where they must scavenge for supplies, engage in firefights, and extract with their loot before being overwhelmed by enemy forces. The gameplay combines elements of survival and tactical shooting, offering a high-stakes experience that rewards teamwork and careful planning.
We both know death has judged us rightly, for we are but beasts, unworthy of salvation.
Subnautica 2 is the anticipated sequel to the acclaimed underwater survival game developed by Unknown Worlds Entertainment. Building upon the original's exploration and crafting mechanics, the sequel introduces a shared world multiplayer experience, allowing up to 4 players to collaborate in exploring alien oceanic environments. Players will encounter new biomes, creatures, and technologies as they unravel the mysteries of the deep. The game aims to enhance the sense of discovery and survival with improved graphics and expanded gameplay systems. Elden Ring Nightreign is an upcoming action RPG developed by From Software. Set in a new realm within the Elden Ring universe, the game introduces a darker, more intense atmosphere, focusing on fast-paced combat and cooperative gameplay. Players can choose from multiple character classes, each with unique abilities, and engage in battles against formidable foes and bosses. The game emphasizes multiplayer elements, allowing players to team up and explore the treacherous world together.
Tragedy must be averted. And for that, I need your help.
Stand tall.
Death Stranding 2. On the Beach is the sequel to Hideo Kojima's 2019 game, developed by Kojima Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The game continues the story of Sam Porter Bridges, portrayed by Norman Reedus, as he embarks on a new journey to reconnect isolated communities. The narrative introduces new characters, including Tomorrow, Rainey, and Neil, alongside returning characters like Fragile and Higgs. The game explores themes of connection and isolation, with gameplay focusing on exploration and traversal across diverse landscapes. Crimson Desert is an upcoming open-world action-adventure game developed by Pearl Abyss. Set in the war-torn continent of Pywel, the game follows the story of Macduff, a mercenary fighting to reclaim his land. The game features a rich narrative, dynamic combat, and a vast world filled with diverse landscapes, from deserts to snowy mountains. Players can engage in various activities, including exploration, combat, and interactions with NPCs, all contributing to the immersive experience. Terminator Survivors is an upcoming open-world survival game developed by Nacon Studio Milan. Set in the aftermath of Judgment Day, the game places players in a devastated world where they must scavenge for resources, build and manage a base, and fend off threats from Skynet's machines and other hostile survivors. The game offers both single-player and cooperative multiplayer modes, allowing up to 4 players to team up and survive together. Players will explore a vast post-apocalyptic environment, uncovering the truth behind the events that led to humanity's downfall. Soulframe is an upcoming free-to-play fantasy MMORPG developed by Digital Extremes, the creators of Warframe. The game is set in a richly detailed world inspired by themes of nature, restoration, and exploration. Players will embark on adventures across the northern Isle of Midrath, encountering mystical creatures and unraveling the mysteries of the land. Soulframe emphasizes melee combat and offers a unique blend of fantasy elements, aiming to create an immersive and distinct experience in the MMO genre.
As omen beasts, as voicing trees, each of these with magics no dullard human ever sees. The spell song made us forget all others. But Minnow, learn the river's verses, for only the soul.
FBC Firebreak is a 3-player cooperative first-person shooter developed by Remedy Entertainment, set in the universe of their 2019 game Control. Players assume the roles of elite agents within the Federal Bureau of Control, tasked with containing supernatural threats inside the enigmatic Oldest House. The game emphasizes teamwork and strategic combat, featuring replayable missions known as jobs that challenge players to adapt to dynamic scenarios. FBC Firebreak introduces a requisition system, allowing players to unlock gear, weapons, and cosmetic items through gameplay, with additional premium cosmetics available for purchase.
Last containment door's open. Go! Go!
Little Nightmares 3 is an upcoming puzzle platform horror adventure game developed by Supermassive Games and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Departing from its predecessors, this installment introduces online cooperative gameplay, allowing 2 players to navigate the eerie world together as new protagonists, Low and Alone. Set in the nightmarish realm of the Nowhere, players must solve intricate puzzles and evade grotesque creatures to survive. Each character possesses unique abilities. Low wields a bow and arrow, while Alone carries a wrench, necessitating collaboration to overcome obstacles. The game maintains the series' signature atmospheric storytelling and haunting visuals, delivering a fresh yet familiar experience for fans. The Outer Worlds 2 is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Xbox Game Studios. Set in the Arcadia star system, the game introduces a new protagonist, an Earth Directorate agent, who must uncover the source of emerging rifts threatening the colony amidst a factional war. Players will navigate a universe dominated by mega-corporations, making choices that influence the branching narrative. The game retains its first-person perspective, offering a blend of combat, stealth, and dialogue systems. New features include an expanded selection of weapons, enhanced visuals, and a greater emphasis on action.
In 2025. Welcome back to the future.
Sword of the Sea is an upcoming atmospheric adventure game developed by Giant Squid, the studio behind titles like ABZNs and The Pathless. In this game, players assume the role of the Wraith, a resurrected being tasked with restoring life to a desolate world. The gameplay emphasizes high-speed movement inspired by skateboarding and snowboarding, allowing players to surf across surreal, undulating landscapes of the necropolis. As players explore submerged ruins and vibrant cultures, they will encounter massive leviathans and other challenges. The game aims to deliver a meditative experience, blending fast-paced traversal with a rich, immersive environment. Directive 8020 is an upcoming interactive drama and survival horror game developed and published by Supermassive Games. It is the 5th installment in the Dark Pictures anthology and the first game of its 2nd season. The game follows the crew of the colony ship Cassiopeia, which crash lands on the exoplanet Tau Ceti F, 12 light-years from Earth. Players will control 5 protagonists, including pilot Brianna Young, portrayed by Lashana Lynch, as they navigate the dangers of an alien organism capable of mimicking humans. Gameplay features include decision-making that affects the narrative, stealth mechanics, and tools such as a scanner, communication device, and a wedge tool for various interactions.
Lord have mercy.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? No! We can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
Dune Awakening is an upcoming survival, massively multiplayer online game developed and published by Funcom. Set in an alternate timeline of the Dune universe, the game places players on the desert planet Arrakis, where they must survive harsh environmental conditions, manage resources like water and spice, and navigate political alliances. Players assume the role of an undercover agent working for the Bene Gesserit, with gameplay involving character customization, base building, and exploration of dynamic open-world environments. The game features both player versus environment and player versus player elements, with activities such as spice harvesting, combat, and guild formation.
The sky, the seer of lies. I am terrified of what happens when you awaken.
Hell Is Us is an upcoming third-person action-adventure game developed by Rogue Factor and published by Nacon. Set in the war-torn country of Hydra, players assume the role of Remy, a former UN peacekeeper who deserts his post to search for his parents. The game features intense melee combat against supernatural beings known as Holowalkers, utilizing weapons like swords, spears, and axes. Players must manage Remy's health and stamina, with combat requiring strategic planning and precision. The game emphasizes exploration in a semi-open world without traditional waypoints or quest markers, encouraging players to gather clues through environmental storytelling and interactions with non-playable characters.
We've begun to uncover.
Marvel 1943. Rise of Hydra is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Skydance New Media, led by Uncharted's Amy Hennig. Set during World War II, the game features a team of heroes including Captain America, Steve Rogers, Azuri, T'Challa's grandfather, and the Black Panther of the era, Gabriel Jones of the Howling Commandos, and Nanali, a Wakandan spy. Players will navigate through key locations such as occupied Paris and Wakanda, engaging in a narrative-rich experience that combines era-specific combat with Wakandan mystic technology and innovations from Howard Stark. The game promises a cinematic experience, emphasizing character-driven storytelling and immersive gameplay.
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem. Our cat friend is definitely here too. And by the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
Legend of Ymir is an upcoming MMORPG developed by WeMade, set in a world inspired by Norse mythology. Players embark on a journey to save the realm of Ymir from Ragnarok, exploring a richly detailed world filled with mythological creatures and epic quests. The game features a vast open world, dynamic combat systems, and a deep narrative that immerses players in the lore of the Norse gods. With stunning visuals and a focus on player-driven storytelling, Legend of Ymir aims to deliver a captivating MMORPG experience. Marathon is an upcoming first-person shooter developed and published by Bungie. Set in the year 2850 on the abandoned colony of Tau Ceti 4, players assume the roles of cybernetic mercenaries known as runners. The game emphasizes PvPvE gameplay, where teams of up to 3 players compete to scavenge valuable loot while battling both AI-controlled enemies and rival player squads. Marathon features a unique extraction mechanic, where players must successfully escape with their loot to retain it, adding a layer of strategy and tension to each match. The game boasts a distinctive art style and offers cross-play and cross-save functionality across platforms. Eriksholm: The Stolen Dream is an upcoming narrative-driven stealth adventure game developed by River End Games and published by Nord Current. Set in the fictional city of Eriksholm, inspired by early 20th century Scandinavian architecture, the game follows Hannah, a young orphan on a quest to find her missing brother, Herman. As the story unfolds, players will also control 2 additional characters, Alva and Sebastian, each possessing unique abilities that aid in navigating the city's challenges. The game features an isometric perspective, allowing players to explore the environment, solve puzzles, and employ stealth tactics to evade enemies.
What do they do? Rob the mayor? Murder someone? Both, maybe?
This should get the crates moving again.
Look for the main control, maybe. Do I look like an engineer?
Is that you, Johnson?
Come after her! Now!
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is a remake of the 2004 classic Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater, developed and published by Konami. The game retains the original's Cold War-era setting, following Fox operative Naked Snake as he embarks on a mission to rescue a Russian rocket scientist and sabotage a Soviet nuclear superweapon. Built on Unreal Engine 5, the remake offers enhanced graphics, updated controls, and improved animations while preserving the core stealth action gameplay and narrative.
A great and terrible fury at being alive.
A host of sorrows, and you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. I'm not finished yet!
RoboCop Unfinished Business is a standalone expansion to the 2023 first-person shooter RoboCop, Rogue City, developed by Teon and published by Nacon. Set after the events of the original game, players once again assume the role of Alex Murphy, also known as RoboCop, as he confronts a new threat within the Omni Tower, a skyscraper overtaken by elite mercenaries. The expansion introduces new gameplay elements, including flashback missions that delve into Murphy's past before becoming RoboCop, and features new characters such as a scientist named Miranda and a mysterious antagonist from Murphy's history.
And my name's Miranda, by the way.
This is the day we've been waiting for. We're ready.
Caution. The highest degree of safety has been activated.
Murphy!
Eyes on target! RoboCop's here! Who are you? Don't you remember me?
Mafia The Old Country is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K Games. Serving as a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, the game is set in early 1900s Sicily, specifically in the fictional town of San Celeste. Players follow the story of Enzo Favara, a young man seeking to rise through the ranks of the Teresi crime family. Unlike its predecessor, Mafia 3, which featured an open-world design, The Old Country returns to a linear, narrative-driven format, focusing on storytelling and character development. The game is built using Unreal Engine 5, offering enhanced visuals and immersive environments. Alien Rogue Incursion is a first-person survival horror game developed by Survios, set within the iconic Alien universe. Players assume the role of Zula Hendricks, a former colonial marine who embarks on a mission to investigate a distress signal from the planet Perdan. Upon arrival, she discovers a facility overrun by deadly xenomorphs and must navigate through the horrors to uncover the truth behind Weyland Yutani's experiments. The game emphasizes stealth, resource management, and intense combat, capturing the claustrophobic tension characteristic of the franchise. Killing Floor 3 is an upcoming first-person shooter developed and published by Tripwire Interactive. Set in the year 2091, the game continues the franchise's tradition of cooperative gameplay, pitting players against hordes of bioengineered creatures known as Zeds. Players join the rebel group Nightfall to combat the threats posed by the megacorporation Horzine. The game introduces new features, including enhanced enemy AI, environmental traps, and improved player movement mechanics. With support for up to 6-player co-op and cross-play functionality, Killing Floor 3 aims to deliver a thrilling and immersive experience. Ghost of Yotei is an upcoming action-adventure game developed by Sucker Punch Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Set in 1603, over 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima, the game introduces a new protagonist, Atsu, a female warrior seeking vengeance against the Yotei Six, a group responsible for her family's murder. Players will explore the region around Mount Yotei in Hokkaido, engaging in open-world exploration, stealth, and combat. The game features new weapon types, including the Odachi, Kusarigama, Tanegashima, and dual katanas, and introduces a bounty system to fund Atsu's journey.
or family?
The snake. The Oni. The Kitsune. The spider. The dragon. Lord. Sight.
Project Cronos. The New Dawn is an upcoming third-person survival horror game developed and published by Bloober Team. Set in a dystopian future ravaged by a cataclysmic event known as The Change, players assume the role of the Traveler, an agent of the enigmatic Collective. The Traveler's mission involves navigating a brutalist, retro-futuristic world to locate time rifts that transport them back to 1980s Poland. There, they must extract the essences of individuals who perished during the apocalypse to alter the course of the future. The game emphasizes strategic combat, requiring players to burn defeated enemies to prevent them from merging into more formidable foes.